Mickey, played by Robert Pattinson, achieved nothing on Earth and joined the interstellar colonization plan in desperation, becoming the only consumption problem on the spaceship. The so-called consumable body is actually achieved through bioprinting technology, cloud, and synchronous backup of memories, cloning, human technology in short. Once you become a consumable body, you will gain immortality, but in the journey of interstellar colonization, because you can be resurrected, your life is also extremely cheap, and you will no longer be treated as an ordinary human being. All dangerous jobs, human experiments, and the adventure of facing death will be completed by you. After your death, a new body will be born through the removal of the bioprinter. Without the end of life, there will naturally be no retirement. You will face an endless working life in the original Mickey 7. The most creepy scene for the work you do after becoming a consumable body is that after the engine of the spaceship fails, if you are afraid that the drone will enter the engine, the machine will not be able to withstand the impact of high-powered particles, but humans can work in it for a long time. But from a physical perspective, you are actually dead inside the engine. But it will take at least an hour for the body to find out that you are dead. And this time is the time when you can perform maintenance inside the engine. Mickey and volunteer in the movie chose to become a consumable body because he did not realize what it means to be a consumable body. Obviously, after fully understanding what a consumable body is, no one will choose to engage in this profession at all. But the spaceship of the economic colonization plan must be beneficial, therefore. If no one volunteered to sign up, the exiled criminals would be forced to become consumables. In the original novel, Mickey was chased by his creditors because he owed a huge amount of gambling debt. In order to escape from his planet as soon as possible, he was forced to choose this path of no return. Moreover, after Mickey boarded the spaceship, he also received detailed training. He learned how to use the superconducting quantum dry emission instrument to back up his brain, understand the system principle of the entire spaceship, and even know the ultimate killer, the preservation method of antimatter. Finally, he had to commit suicide by detonating a gun to prove his determination as a consumable. It is worth mentioning that the fundamental reason why humans at this time were able to carry out interstellar and colonial plans was actually the practical application of antimatter. When matter comes into contact with positive matter, a drowning reaction will occur, directly converting mass into energy. And as long as an antimatter and a positive matter drown, the energy released by history is equivalent to the explosive power of a small nuclear bomb. That is to say, antimatter is both a weapon and an energy source. And this setting also laid the groundwork for Mickey's ultimate fate. In Mickey 7's assistance, due to the stupidest encounter of Mickey's death, it turned out that the spaceship at this time had already arrived at a frozen planet called Niffer Air, the mother. The crew took this as their colonial planet and began terrestrial transformation. Mickey, who was a consumable body, had also experienced 6 deaths, which means that Mickey is now Mickey 7. Compared to the original knowledge of the concept of consumable bodies half. Understand that today's Mickey is more and more resistant to this endless career as a high-risk migrant worker. And now, he has not uploaded a memory for several weeks. After Mickey's previous rebirth, the fear of death caused Mickey to have a huge psychological shadow. Fortunately, a female crew member named Na and SHA took meticulous care of him, allowing Mickey to enrich the courage to survive. Panasha is actually Mickey's girlfriend. Now Mickey number 7 and his girlfriend Nasha, as well as another teammate, Berto, are ordered to go to a huge glacier on the planet Niflheim to investigate. It turns out that under this frozen planet, there is still a huge creature crawler with a shape similar to spiders and centipedes that has a sharp shape. Sooner or later, since the spacecraft came to Niflheim, the creeper has attacked humans many times, so there is this glacier practice investigation task. As usual, the most dangerous task will naturally be handed over to Mickey. After Mickey was airdropped from the top of the glacier practice, he climbed down along a huge piece of crushed ice. However, soon, a boulder that looked like a monkey's head attracted his attention. Mickey smirked and stepped on the air with his left foot and fell directly into the glacier practice. Mickey's girlfriend wanted to save Mickey, but teammate Berto felt that if the creeper suddenly appeared, the strong ones would not be able to live, so it would be better to scrap them directly. After returning to the base, he applied for remanufacturing the consumable body. After reviewing and weighing, Mickey also agreed to Bert's proposal, which also made Mickey sigh. This was simply the dumbest time he died, just as in the movie. When Mickey 17 survived and returned to the base, it was found that Mickey 18 had taken his place. The original Mickey 7 not only did not die, but also escaped from the glacier under the guidance of a huge creeper, musical instruments, and when he returned to the base, Mickey 8 had already been produced. So a crisis related to Mickey's fate unfolded. Some people may think that since there are now 2 consumables, isn't it teleporous? What's the problem? In fact, The resources carried on the spaceship carrying the interstellar colonization plan are limited, and there are two Mickeys at the same time. Inevitably, they will face the problem of quotas. Generally speaking, when Mickey dies, he will be thrown into the biological cycle war, and his body tissues and organs will be the decomposition will be reused later. And then almost number 5 can create a new consumable body. But now, Mickey 7's body has not been able to be brought back. Building number 8 has used additional resources in the spacecraft. If it is found now, there are two Mickeys appearing at the same time, and one person must be retired to the biological recycling station. In addition, Marshall, the leader of the interstellar colonization plan, is a body and mind counselor, and the body and soul are inseparable. Therefore, in Marshall's eyes, the consumable body is the loss of the healthy point of skin color. Usually, Marshall treats Mickey very harshly. Once it is found that two Mickeys exist, the consequences are unimaginable. Therefore, Mickey 7 and 8, who have a common memory, start to prevent things from being exposed, cover each other. Alternate tasks. The two share one supply, and actually hide it for the time being, in the assistance of Mickey number 7. In addition to Mickey's girlfriend, Nasha, there is actually an important female character, Kitten. During a patrol mission, the team was attacked by creepers, causing heavy casualties. Thanks to Mickey Kitten, the kitten survived. From then on, the kitten fell in love with Mickey, and even identified the existence of two Mickeys. Through the wound on Mickey's wrist, the kitten expressed its love to Mickey. But later, Mickey bluntly stated that he only loved his girlfriend Nasha. However, it was this day that really broke the defense of the kitten. After she opened Mickey's room, she saw a scene that surprised her jaw. The kitten witnessed a small room. Mickey number 7, number 8, and Nasha were actually playing poker. As Mickey's girlfriend, he was still very calm at that time. The kitten said to either leave or join, but the kitten left the room directly. The kitten hated each other because of love, and then found the leader Marshall, who reported the coexistence of Mickey number 7 and number 8 in the movie. Marcel, played by Mark Ruffalo, is quite vivid, while Marshall in the original book is obviously more ruthless. However, after he knew that the two Mickeys existed at the same time, he was furious and even threatened to retreat them into the biological cycle, war together, and then delete all their backup memories, making them disappear completely. However, now, with the Creeper, it is still the biggest colonial plan in this interstellar danger. Marshall gave Mickey 7 and 8 another option, that is, each person took a one-dimensional antimatter bomb, went to the glacier system, and died with the Creepers. Mickey and the others obviously had no choice, so they took the antimatter bomb and set off. Unfortunately, Mickey 8 was attacked by the Creepers and died directly, while Mickey 7 actually took the antimatter bomb and returned to the base alone. It turned out that as Mickey 7 continued to move forward, he met the large creeper who had saved his country before. The original name of this frozen planet was Ni, and the creeper was an intelligent creature. They had super language skills and could understand human language. At the same time, they were a collective thinking creature. The creeper, like Mickey as a consumer, is the original sound, and the other creepers are actually equivalent to the creeper's clone. And the creeper doesn't care about the human killing his own clone. His only request is that the human beings are far away from where they live, and everyone will live in peace without breaking the river. So you and number 7 and the creeper reached a consensus. Just like that, the antimatter bomb returned to the base. Mickey number 7 told Marshall that he gave the antimatter bomb of number 8 to the creeper, and he was the human side, the only translator who could communicate with the creeper. Mickey number 7 used this as a bargaining chip and will no longer exist as a consumer, and Marshall also, because of the antimatter bomb, the threat, had to agree to Mickey's request. In the Mickey 7-8 finally, the frozen planet Niflheim actually ushered in a spring. Even scientists are difficult to explain this phenomenon. This day, Mickey with his girlfriend Nasha once again came to the glacier near the practice. It turned out that after Mickey 7, the creeper returned to number 8, a backpack containing an antimatter bomb, and then buried here. Life and death for human beings is a bigger matter than the sky, but the creepers don't care at all. In a sense, the creepers are also consumables, and our Mickey, in the end, successfully changed back to human.